Hello, Scotland. I should say that I'm very glad to be here with you, sharing these great moments, great days, making history. I had been very warmly welcomed during the couple of days I already stayed there, and heard a lot of apologizes about your weather. Just one tip: if you get some guests from Estonia, don't apologize about your weather at all. We are used to have weather continuously, 100 days without sun, but we don't apologize if we have 2 continuously week -25 in wintertime. You are welcome to Estonia. This is our slogan, touristic slogan. So yesterday's weather was normal November in Estonia, and in Scotland I feel myself like at home without umbrella. I don't like bring umbrella all time. What I not used yet is the Scottish pronunciation, and I am really apologize if you turn to me and tell something and I just at first say sorry, and on the second time I understand what did you say. But I apologize, the Estonian accent. I really hope that you understand what I will and try to tell you. I will tell you the story of Estonian rural parliaments. Yes, we had a lot of them, already 10, but the great grandparents of the rural parliaments in Europe are, of course, Swedish. Hello, Staffan, wherever you are. And Staffan could tell you all story about the Estonian rural parliaments, because if the first Estonian rural parliaments took place, I was a young student and I didn't participate in it. But now I got the responsibility to organize them already. So my presentation telling a story about Estonian rural parliament, and I set it up as an apple tree from roots to top of the tree, from grassroots level to upper level. On the next slide, I start from the roots level with first one. The most important resource, if we're talking about village movement at all, is local Estonian people. The village people living there, the village association, we have a lot of them. I didn't put there some numbers, but in Estonia there is 4,438 villages. Yes, the member of Kodukant must know the numbers, and I should say that our ministers already learned this number too. We have almost half of them have already some kind of activities, village association. In Estonia we have village elders system. It's voluntary person to taking responsibility to make advocacy of his or her village. And in Estonia we have approximately 1,600 village elders. And of course, it's important to having good relationship with your neighbors. It means that on the municipality level, there are good cooperation between villages, common project, and having a voice on the municipality level. The next point of the roots on the next slide is our members. Village movement Kodukant, the explanation, the strange word Kodukant is in Estonian, and it means home area. Word kodu is home. And in Estonia we have 15 counties, and the organization Kodukant have the roots in each county, in all 15. And these county Kodukants, as we call them, the county organizations, consisting village associations and individuals as well. So it means that the network with hundreds contacts, 1,000 contacts actually, tens or hundreds or even 1,000 projects and initiatives makes us quite great. Even Estonian government already understood it after 17 years. But they are learning, as John said, once we had a very young prime minister. We have not the same, but our prime minister is 34. It means that we, as a strong organization, should teach them sometimes. And the third slide about roots is very important groups during Estonian rural parliaments. There are county delegations. Yes, our rural parliament is established a little bit different way, not available list of participants, but as we have the organization in each county, they collect and bringing on right people and interested people, and the Estonian Rural Parliament means that we have 15 county delegation with 20 participants in each. And our rural parliament taking place every second year. So we coming a little bit higher now and can talk about Kodukant as it's very, very good to talk about umbrellas and watering can in Scotland. But we are the umbrella organization and the watering can in the same time, actually. What we must do, what we want to do as an office of village movement is to collect different ideas and communicate these ideas for bringing them to the field of rural parliament. Raise topical themes if we got the good ideas. Of course, prepare event with one county member. Why? Because our Estonian Rural Parliament traveling around all over Estonia, it means that each rural parliament takes place in different county. We have already done it 10 times and we have 15 counties. It means that we have 4 left because 11th is already selected and working at home now. Our duty is find and apply funding. It's not so easy, but somehow very fun work lobbying the member of parliament or government. Of course, we have pre-discussions with politicians and key persons. And in the same time, dealing with the high-level discussions, in the same time encourage villages and rural people to bring their needs, their ideas, their voice public. The second and the next slide, very shortly about the Estonian Rural Parliament, what it is. It is 3 days event as yours, and it brings together villages, different organizations dealing with rural development, national and local representatives, of course, and usually international delegation. All the group of or delegates of the rural parliament are approximately 400 participants, 300 from the different counties and 100 with guests and other delegates. The event aim is, of course, to discuss the issues and looking for solutions, not only complaining that this is bad and this is wrong, but our aim is find out the solutions. We can't wait or hope that somebody, Estonian president or government, takes all the responsibility. There is a lot of things what we ourselves can do if we really want to. How we do it? Of course, the forums workshops, idea hunting visits with small groups and split up to different places, village houses, enterprises, farms, etc. in the area we stay. And living library like a method is quite popular, and we had a challenge for the next rural parliament of next year that we using or asking to be living books our parliament members and members of European Parliament elected from Estonia. Let's see what happens then. Of course, the cultural activities and fairs, the social communication should be part of this big event. And last but not least, the emotional opening ceremony. Why emotional? As John already mentioned, the greeting speech by President and President of Parliament, but the opening ceremony is the time where we announce the honorary title of the village of the year. We have this kind of competition in Estonia, and the chairman of this jury has been 4 times the president of Estonian Parliament. We are very glad to have her in this position. And now the 3 next slides talk about results of the rural parliament. At first, proposals, tradition and even law about the Estonian rural parliament. It's not a state law, it's law taken and voted by village movement ourselves. The tradition is that the Estonian Rural Parliament to formulate the proposals to 3 different levels, to 3 different groups. At first, to Estonian Parliament and government. And the second, Estonian local municipalities, the Association of Local Municipalities, and some of them get directly some suggestions and proposals. And of course, Estonian Village Movement Kodukant, ourselves, we get lines, acting lines for next 2 years from the Parliament. And all proposals based on the results of discussions, workshops, etc. The next result could be some declaration or statement. It depending all the time of the situation in rural life, rural development in Estonia. And the rural parliament might submit the declaration. For example, in last time we submitted statement to Ministry of Agriculture because we were not very satisfied how they dealing with common agricultural policy and the local rural development action plan before the new period in European Union. I can say that we quite succeed because they put our 2 proposals to this action plan. So, and the last fruit or part of GREW, the results of rural parliament, is the summary and press releases we produced. Because we using the rural parliament as a method and the tool in same time to proceed advocacy of villages, village associations, rural people. And we spread the results with any different way. New ideas, proposals goes, as already mentioned, to government, parliament, and of course to press. And we have good cooperation with some of our big newspapers. Sometimes, especially last time, there was very big interesting by Estonian national television about the results and about process at all. And of course, the printed version about results and summary of Estonian Rural Parliament in Estonian and English. And of course, already mentioned or virtual life in Estonia, the e-version. We even call our country e-Estonia. We have e-government, we have e-elections, so we don't need to go somewhere and make some signs on the paper. We can vote to even our parliament via smartphone. But yes, if somebody asks us, we talk to each other too sometimes, not only chatting, sitting on the same table. And the last news about the country is that from January, if you are really wanted and wanted to be related to Estonia, you can apply and be an e-resident of Estonia. This is something new, really, and people who want to use it are usually interested to make business in Estonia, and e-residency make that you don't get Estonian residency legally, but you have some rights to using the e-materials, e-platforms in Estonia without any traveling to Estonia, because believe me, it's not so easy from Auburn to Tallinn. I know. I made already some emergency landing in Warsaw between, and that was really tricky to came here. And after 10 rural parliaments we had last year, we published the brochure 10 rural parliaments in Estonia. So we are going now, approaching to the 11th Estonian Rural Parliament on next year, in 7 to 9 August 2015. And I don't say that you all are welcome, but some of you are really welcome. And I can promise that in August there is maybe a little bit warmer than now there. And maybe there is even sunshine, because one of our traditions is that a lot of time we spend outside. That's the reason why we organize this event in summertime, because we like be outside, especially in short summer, and you can come and try how it happenings there. Thank you very much for your attention. I really hope that the Estonian accent was a little bit understandable, but the slides helped me a little bit. See you during these couple of days, and I wish you successful and fruitful very, very first rural parliament in Scotland. Thank you.